Today we are going to see about physics chapter 6, nuclear physics. Okay, so before entering the topic nuclear physics, in already the last classes in 8th standard we studied about the atoms. Okay, so what is an atom? Atom is nothing but a tiny and indivisible particles of the matter. Matter is nothing but any kinds of the element is called matters. Okay, so it's said by the scientist John Dalton. Okay, then what are the particles present inside the atoms? We know that everyone knows there are the three majority particles present in that atoms. They are the electron, which is carry the charge of negative, and proton, which carries a charge of positive, and neutron, which carries a charge of neutral. What does mean neutral? Neutral is nothing but that is a equal amount of positive charge, and they are also having equal amount of negative charge. Both are equal. Positive and negative charges are equal, means we can say that is a neutrals. Okay, so who are discovered these three particles? The electron is discovered by the scientist J.J. Thomson and the investigations of the cathode rays. And proton is discovered by the scientist Rutherford and the investigations of the positive ions and discovered by the Goldstein scientist. And neutron is discovered by the scientist is neutron. Chadwick, sorry. Neutron is discovered by the scientist is Chadwick. Okay, so here the pictorial diagram is given. Here there is a central part of the element is called the nucleus. This nucleus is possesses the proton and neutron, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so here given there is what are the particles present inside the nucleus and where it is the nucleus is present. The nucleus is present at the central core of an atoms. Okay, and the mass of atoms, the total mass of the atoms is majorly concentrated at its nucleus, because the proton and neutron are the majority mass of the atoms of the element. Okay, so that's why here given there is mass of an atom is concentrated on its central part. And next one is the particles of the nucleus. Already I said there are the two particles majorly present, that is proton and the neutrons. These proton and neutrons are sometimes called the nucleons. Okay, so nucleons is nothing but the particles of a nucleus is called nucleons. Okay, so next, discovery of the radioactivity. Who discovered that radioactivity? In 1896, the scientist Henry Becquerel is discovered the natural radioactivity. How he discovered this natural radioactivities? He discovered that radioactivities by accidentally only. Okay, it is simple. This uranium atom is taken and kept on his table by wrapping it is with something photographic plate. The photographic plate is nothing but is a zinc sulfate coated element is called the photographic plate. Okay, and it left on his benches, and after it came back that 1 week later, the photographic plate gets affected by some radiations. Okay, so he investigated why this photographic plate gets affected by some radiations, where the radiations are came back. Okay, so he investigated, and later he said that uranium is capable of emitting some kinds of radiations. Okay, because the uranium is a radioactivity element. Okay, so then only he discovered that a certain nucleus of an element capable of emitting radiations. This process is called radioactivities. Okay, so he said that is discovered by accidentally only. And next, after the 2 years later, the scientists Marie Curie and Pierre Curie also that enter the same topic of the radioactivities. Okay, so what happens is why they are also entering the same topic means they are seeing that the pitch plant of an element. The pitch plant is nothing but which is an ore of an uranium. Okay, so this ore of uranium also can be able of emitting some kinds of radiation, but these kinds of radiations cannot be same as the emission of the radiation from the uranium, because the pitch plant is emitting radiation is much more intense than of the radiation emitted by uranium. Okay, so if you are keep on is trying to what happened inside the pitch plant. Okay, so after separating the pitch plant are separated into the new substance. The new substance are called as radium. Okay, so the radium is discovered by the scientist Marie Curie and her husband is Pierre Curie. Okay, so both are separating the pitch plant from the uranium ore. They are discovering the new element is called radium. This radium can emit radioactive radiations like alpha rays, beta rays and gamma rays. These rays are most harmful ones. Okay, so these kinds of radiations are emitted from this radium. This radium also we can see in that our wall clocks or watches in that night time we can use it as a fluorescent substance. Okay, and next, what does mean the radioactivities? Okay, well, this mean already I said that the phenomena of the nuclear decay. The nuclear decay is nothing but a certain amount of substance we have. The certain amount of substance can emit a radiation by itself. Okay, so that during the emission of radiations, that atoms can change over from one element to another element. Okay, so this is called nuclear decay. Okay, so by emission of radiation, one element is changed into the another element is called nuclear decay. So, okay, so then the phenomena of nuclear decay of certain element with that emission of the radiations. Already said that there are the three radiations can emit alpha, beta and gamma. These kinds of radiations can emitted. Okay, so this process is called radioactivity. So radioactivity is simple nothing but any kind of the radioactivity materials can emit, undergoes a nuclear decay process and emits some kinds of radiations. This process is called radioactivities. Okay, and what are the radioactive elements? It's simple as nothing but those elements can use radiations by going a decay process. That elements or that materials are called radioactive elements. Okay, so examples of the radioactive elements as already seen, that is the uranium and radium, polonium, thorium. These kinds of materials are can use a radiation by the decay process is called radioactive elements. Okay, so next is the scientist Marie Curie and her husband is Pierre Curie. And next, but why the elements can use radiations? Okay, so the nucleus of some element is an unstable state. What does mean unstable state? Unstable is nothing but that atoms of the nucleus can present in the excited state. That excited state nucleus is called unstable nucleus. Okay, so excited state is nothing but higher energy state is called excited state. Okay, so the nucleus of some element is in excited state. That excited state elements is mostly in the unstable state. This unstable state of the element is want to become a stable state. Okay, how it will become a stable state? It will be jump from the higher energy level to the lower energy level. Okay, so then only it comes to the stable state. During that jumping process, can emit some kinds of radiations. These radiations in the form of heat or light or any kinds of the radiations can be emits. Okay, so how the radioactive elements can emit the radiations? The nucleus of some element is in mostly an unstable state. Okay, this unstable state of an element goes to the nuclear decay process and it becomes converted into stable nucleus. During this process can emit some harmful radiations in the form of heat or in the form of light or in the form of alpha, beta, gamma radiations can be emitted. Okay, so then which nucleus can emit the initial stage of the giving the nuclear decays? That nucleus can be said that is a parent isotopes, and after the decay process it gives a heat, and after the decay it will some certain amount of nucleus can present. That nucleus can say that is a daughter isotopes. Then natural radioactivities. Okay. So the radioactivities can be classified into the two kinds. One is a natural radioactivity, another one is an artificial radioactivity. Now we are going to see about natural radioactivities. What does mean that natural radioactivities? The natural means without the man involving is called a naturals. Okay, so here also that without the man intervences, the certain amount of substance, a certain amount of the nucleus can emit the radiations, that is called natural radioactivities. Okay, so the elements of uranium, such as the uranium and the radium, undergoes the radioactivities and emits the radiation on their own without any human intervences. Without any human intervences is called the natural radioactivities. Okay, so what are the elements can produce the what are the elements can produce these kinds of the natural radioactivities? Okay, so already I said that is the uranium, radium, polonium, these kinds of substances can naturally produce a natural radioactivity elements. Okay, so why these kinds of elements only produce a natural radioactivities? Because their atomic number is greater than 83. So the atomic number is greater than 83 elements can easily produce a spontaneous radiations. These spontaneous radioactivities is also called the natural radioactivities. Okay, so then in natural natural radioactivities is mostly in the form of spontaneous radioactivities. Spontaneous is nothing but continuous is called as spontaneous radioactivities. Here the example is one is given, that is radium is a natural radioactive element which gives a radon and the emission of alpha particles. The alpha particles is nothing but helium nucleus is called the alpha particles. Okay, so this is called the alpha radiations. The next, then in some cases, some element which having that atomic number is less than 83, these elements also can capable of emitting a natural radioactivities. Okay, so that special cases of the elements, there are only the two elements which obeys these special cases. What are the two elements means? That is a technetium, short letter is Tc with atomic number is 43, and promethinium is short letter is Pm with atomic number is 61. These two elements is also emits the natural radioactivity, but these two elements having that atomic number is less than 83. Okay, and mostly that natural radioactivity elements are having that atomic number is greater than 83. Okay, so here there are the 29 radioactive substances discovered in the Earth's surface. There are the natural can produce a natural radioactivities. And next we are going to see about artificial radioactivities. This artificial radioactivities is also called induced radioactivities, because we have here that man is involving in this process. Okay, so that's why you have called this induced. Induced means we are stimulating that non-radioactive element becomes a radioactivity element. That's why it's called induced radioactivity. Induced is nothing but stimulations. Okay, then how can we change this artificial radioactivity? How can produce artificial radioactivities? What does mean artificial radioactivities? Artificial radioactivity is nothing but the phenomenon of by which even the light elements are made radioactivities, because the light elements is naturally non-radioactive elements. Okay, but here the light element is also make a radioactivity elements. Okay, how that non-radioactive element is becomes a radioactive elements? It's simple. That non-radioactive elements, the light elements, is bombarding with the alpha particles. Where does alpha particles gets? The alpha particles gets from the natural radioactivity elements. Okay, so that alpha particles is bombarding with this lighter elements. These lighter elements can also make a radioactivity elements. Okay, so this process is discovered by the scientists Marie Curie and F. Joliet. These two scientists are in 1934 discovered that artificial radioactivities. Okay, so during this artificial radioactivities can emit elementary particles only. Okay, so here that is there is no radiations can emit. Here that is elementary particles can be emitted. Okay, then artificial radioactivities are given here. The examples one, the artificial radioactivities is induced in the certain lighter elements. Already said that lighter elements is nothing but the lighter atomic number, lighter atomic group of the element is called the lighter elements. Examples of the lighter elements are boron or aluminium. So these two elements is bombarding with them the radiation such as alpha particles. Where this alpha particles is coming from? It is coming from the natural radioactivities of the uranium. These elements is bombarding here. The boron is bombarding with the alpha particles. It will produce a certain amount of elementary particles can be produced. Okay, so these are the examples of artificial radioactivities. Okay, then. Before entering the equations, we must know some elementary ideas about the equation and elementary names of the equations we want to know. So that's reading here that the nucleus which undergoes the disintegration process, which one is undergoes a disintegration process, that nucleus can be said that is a parent nucleus, because parent nucleus only that entering the disintegration process. That's why I call the parent nucleus here. The next one is that nucleus which is left after the disintegration process. The disintegration process is nothing but splitting process or decay process is called the disintegration process. After the disintegration process, some amount of nucleus can be present. That nucleus can be taken as a daughter nucleus. The parent means is nothing but which one is entering the disintegration process. That nucleus is taken as a parent nucleus, and which one is left after the disintegration is called the daughter nucleus. Okay, and next one, that process, how the artificial radioactivity can be taken. It is nothing but that lighter group element is bombarding with the alpha particles only. We can made as a artificial radioactivities. Okay. So then that alpha particles we can say that is a projectile particles. Projectile is nothing but hitting particles or bombarding particles is called projectiles particle we can say. And after that hitting that after the disintegration process, some kinds of the elementary particles can be emitted from the equations or emitted from the reactions. Okay, the emitted particles is called the ejected particles. Okay, so there are the four names of here dealing. One is a parent nucleus, another one is a daughter nucleus, and next one is a projectile particle. Projectile particle is nothing but the bombarding elementary particles is called the projectile particles, and the ejected particles. Ejected particles is nothing but after the disintegration process, the ejection of the elementary particles is called the ejected particles. Here the simple examples are given. There is a beryllium is bombarding with the alpha particles. Here beryllium is taken as a parent nucleus, and alpha particles, that is helium-4, is taken as a projectile particles, and next one it will produce a carbon-13 star. This star indicates that as the carbon-13 is in unstable state. Already I said that is unstable nucleus is want to become a stable nucleus, and by emission of some kind of elementary particles. Okay, so here the equation is given. Carbon-13 unstable nucleus, it want to be the stable nucleus of carbon-12 by emission of one neutron. This neutron is called elementary particle of the atoms. This neutron is called ejected particles. Okay, so this is a parent nucleus, and this is a projectile particles, and this is a daughter nucleus, and this will be a ejected particles. Okay, so this is a simple explanations are given here, and the full reactions are simplified and given in a one single equations. That is beryllium is bombarding with the alpha particles, can produce a carbon-12 nucleus, and also produce one elementary particles, that is neutron. And next we are going to comparing between natural and artificial radioactivities. Okay, so what is mean natural and what is mean artificial radioactivities? Natural is nothing but by itself and self-sustained manner can be emit the radiations. The emission of radiation due to self-disintegration of the nucleus. Self-disintegration of the nucleus is called natural radioactivities. What is mean artificial radioactivities? Artificial radioactivities are induced process we can emit radiations. The emission of radiation due to the disintegration of nucleus through induced process. And next comparisons. Then during the natural radioactivities, there are the three particles can be emitted: alpha, beta, and gamma. But here, the mostly elementary particles can be emitted. That are the elementary particles are neutron, positrons. These kinds of elements only can be emitted from the artificial radioactivities. Okay. The next one, then natural radioactivity is a spontaneous process. Spontaneous means continuous process. It cannot be stopped. Okay, so it will be keep on moving. Okay, so these kinds of processes are happening in a natural radioactivities, but in artificial radioactivities is an induced process, because we have to stimulate them to become a radioactivity elements. And next one, it is only exhibited that element having that atomic number should have greater than that of 83 for natural radioactivities, but artificial radioactivities which having the atomic number should have less than that of 83. If not, mostly the atomic number is greater than 83 elements having natural radioactivities and less than 83 elements having as artificial radioactivities, and this cannot be controlled. These radiations cannot be controlled by man, the natural radioactivities, but in artificial radioactivities we can be controlled. These are the comparisons between natural and artificial radioactivities. And next we are seeing about units of the radioactivities. Okay, what is mean units? The unit is nothing but the measuring of the activity process is called the units. Okay, so here the first unit is called Curie. The Curie is a traditional unit of radioactivity. Traditional is nothing but the convention from that as our parental situations we are following, that is called the traditional unit of radioactivities. Okay, so what is Curie? The Curie is nothing but the quantity of the radioactive substance which undergoes 3.7 into 10 power of 10 disintegration per second. That is nothing but if you are taking certain amount of your radioactive substance, that radioactive substance which gives 3.7 to 10 power of 10 disintegration in 1 second, that is called 1 curie. Okay, so that quantity, how much of the quantity we have? That is quantity which is equal to 1 gram of the radium which goes there activity process. That activity is which is equal to 1 curie. Okay, so this is actually close to the activity of 1 gram of radium 226. Okay, and 1 curie's value is equal to 3.7 into 10 power of 10 disintegration per second. So this is one of the unit of radio activities. And another unit also we have, that is a Rutherford, which is written by the short letter is RD. The Rutherford is also the quantity of the radioactive substance which produce a 10 power of 6 disintegration in 1 second. The quantity of radioactive substance which gives 10 power of 6 disintegration in 1 second. This is called the 1 Rutherford. Then 1 Rutherford is nothing but 10 power of 6 disintegration per second. Which element which gives that radiation is equal to 1 Rutherford. And third one unit is called becquerel. The becquerel is an SI unit of the radioactivity. SI unit of radioactivity is becquerel. Then how to define a becquerel? Becquerel is nothing but 1 disintegration per second. The quantity of the radioactive substance which gives 1 disintegration per second is called 1 becquerel. Okay, and the final unit is called the Rontgen. Rontgen is not a unit of radioactivity. Rontgen is a unit of amount of radiation can be exposure. For example, amount of intensity of radiation can be emitted, that can be measured by using a Rontgen. Okay, so the Rontgen, it is a unit of the radiation exposure. Okay, then how to define a 1 Rontgen? 1 Rontgen is defined as the quantity of the radioactive substance which produce a charge of 2.58 into 10 power of minus 4 coulomb in 1 kg of air under the standard conditions of pressure, temperature and humidity. Okay, how the radiation can produce the charges? Nothing but radiation can passing through the air molecules. The air molecules gets ionization. During that ionization, some amount of charge can be produced. That charge must be equal to 2.58 into 10 power of minus 4 coulomb in 1 kg, means that is that the radiation value is equal to 1 Rontgen. Okay, and recapitulations. Today we have seen about and what is on radioactivities and the comparison between the natural radioactivity and artificial radioactivities, and what are the units followed by measuring a radioactivities. Thank you guys. We'll meet next class.